Hey ladies, my name is Lindsay. For those of you that don't know me, today I want to chat with you a little bit about food prep. I know that when we all get started out and we look into our food guide or meal plan guide, the concept of having to food prep is a little bit daunting because for most of us it's something that we've never done before. So let me tell you why I'm such an advocate of food prep. For me, being able to prep my food ahead of time before I jump into a really busy week is one way that I honor my commitment to family time in the evenings. Whereas before, when I got home from work or finished with my responsibilities every day, I would have to make dinner. And yeah, sometimes half of it was done in the crock pot or whatever, but oftentimes it would either take up the majority of my evening or I would end up making an unhealthy choice for the family in order to save time or something along those lines. So by taking a couple of hours to prepare food over the weekend that's in line with my meal plan, I honor family time. I also ensure that I'm making healthy decisions that are in line with my goals. Again, if this is all done before time, then you're not going to just get super hangry and make a bad decision. So food prep has really changed things for Nate and I. It's so worth it for us to go ahead and do it on Saturday or Sunday. And then not only are lunches prepared that he can take to work, but our dinners are even prepared too. So all that we have to do during the week is simply heat and eat. So let me kind of explain to you how that works. So when you signed up with your challenge pack and you got your fitness program and your Shakeology, there was a meal plan that came with your program. It's optional, but I recommend that you use it to get the best results. So this just, for example, is the 21-Day Fix Extreme meal plan and the original Fix Portion System meal plan. Okay, so what I would do is the first thing I need to do is make my meal plan. So I need to look through here and I need to look at the approved foods that I can choose from. So like the approved vegetables, the approved fruits, the approved protein, and etc. Depending on what calorie bracket I fall into, and you'll be able to do that equation yourself, I need to pick out what foods from those lists that I want to eat during the week. And maybe you only need 4 proteins a day and you already have Shakeology, so you know that there are only 3 more that you need to choose. So for me, often I end up picking either Greek yogurt and cottage cheese as one of mine, or maybe I'll do hard-boiled eggs. And then for meals, sometimes I'll do chicken or ground turkey or whatever, but I keep it simple and I only pick a couple. That's also a way to save money. So you'll go through, you'll pick food items, and then you can use a calendar just to kind of write down which one you're going to eat at which meal. You just strategize your meals, and all that requires you to do is just to pick items from the food list. You don't have to come up with fancy recipes. For me, a lot of times what I do, my meals consist of 3 containers, no more than that typically, and what I will usually have, like for dinner or for lunch, is a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. Okay, so say that this was going to be my lunch. I knew that I was going to have 1 protein, 1 carb, and 1 vegetable written into my meal plan for lunchtime. So that could be chicken, quinoa, and broccoli, or it could be turkey meatballs, sweet potato, and a vegetable medley. Whatever it is that you want to do. So you don't have to make fancy recipes. You can actually just make food items and decide which you want to combine together. And that's another thing that people don't realize that helps me keep it really simple. So you'll just pick items from the list, strategically place them throughout your day based on when you think you might be the most hungry or whatnot. And so then you write it in there. Okay, so you need to make a plan, and then once you know exactly what you're going to have on those days, then you'll make your grocery list, because sometimes we make our grocery list with all this stuff that we want to eat, and then we go to write it in on our calendar to figure out what we're going to have when, and we've overbought food. You'd be surprised that you don't have to buy 3 or 4 different meats in order to make your meal plan. So make your plan first, your plan of what you're going to eat, and then make your grocery list. Okay, so then once you're done grocery shopping, this is the part that people are like, oh, cooking everything ahead, does it still taste good? I don't know how to do this. Okay, all that you do, the items that you bought, cook your meats the way that you want to, whether you just grill chicken, grill turkey burgers, make some turkey meatballs, whatever it is, bake your fish. So cook your meat and cook your vegetables the way that you want to. I roast our vegetables more often than not, or I microwave our sweet potatoes, and then I cook my grains, which our grains sometimes are oatmeal or quinoa or whatever. So I go ahead and I prepare everything as if I was going to eat it then. Now, any fresh fruits and vegetables, depending on what it is, I'll go ahead and portion that out too. So if it's grapes, I'll go ahead and wash them and then sometimes put them in a baggie. If it's strawberries, I'll wash them, but I won't cut the caps off yet. If it's pineapple, I'll go ahead and cube that up and put it in a Tupperware container. So obviously use your judgment. Like with lettuce, you can go ahead and wash and cut it and then put it in a bag or Tupperware container with paper towels. So you're just going to prepare everything. And then you'll start to form almost like an assembly line. You'll take all of your foods and all you'll do is you'll start measuring them out using your containers. Okay, so then not only do you have the approved foods, but you're having the approved portions of those foods. And what I did is I ordered these containers with compartments from Amazon. You can get them with or without the compartments. You can get different shapes or whatnot. I used regular Tupperware for a long time, but because we were prepping every meal, we were using so many small Tupperwares. So we got these just to make it easier. I have some and Nate has some. And I just pour the portions into the different compartments. Okay? So then these guys that are microwave safe, you can just pull out when it's time. You can heat and eat. These guys are also dishwasher safe, so it's awesome. So like today for my lunch, I just heated this up. This is my lunch. I have 1 vegetable serving, just broken into these 2 compartments, and 1 protein serving, and I have hot sauce on there because I'm allowed to have hot sauce. And then for my veggies, I put liquid aminos on there, which is like a soy sauce substitute. And that's my lunch. It's very easy. That's only 2 containers, but I'll have like a fruit or something here in a little bit afterwards. So go through the booklets, pick the foods that you want to eat, and then look at a calendar and say, okay, I need 4 reds, 3 greens, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, whatever, throughout the day. When do I want to eat those? And you just start writing it in. And I always either use a pencil so I can erase or just get over the scribble marks because it takes a little bit of like trial and error placing things around. And then for me, I don't mind eating the same stuff every day. But what I might do is might swap my lunch and dinners one day, or might swap my snacks one day so that it feels like I have a variety. So like one day for breakfast, I might have eggs and toast, which is a protein and a carb. The next day, I might decide that I want oatmeal and cottage cheese, which is another protein and a carb. So just try to keep it simple. Don't get overwhelmed. It does require planning, but you're going to save so much time down the road. Put your thinking cap on. Take 30 minutes to make your plan. Go to the grocery store with your plan, and you'll be surprised how quickly it goes. And then food prep. Super easy, guys. If you have any questions, I'm happy to try to answer them. But what I want to encourage you with is this. When I first started, nobody showed me the ropes. I just simply looked through the book, and I learned through trial and error. So just even having this video, I hope makes it easier for you, but you might have to play around with it. And it might take you a couple of weeks to really get into the groove of food prep, but I think that you're really going to like it. So good luck, you guys. If you need any sample meal plan ideas of how I lay out my meals throughout the week, if you go to my blog, lindsaygoins.blogspot.com, I have some sample meal plans on there for you, and I hope that they'll help. Good luck.